Hey everybody, so we've got some big updates from Surging Sparks, which is going to be our English booster box set in November. Obviously, we already knew about the Latios and Latias EX cards being part of the set because they're going to be in Paradise Dragona. They were confirmed, the English version, so no surprise there. We, a couple days ago, also got the Alolan Dugtrio, I believe, so whatever, this is a pretty cool card. But the main thing were probably their releases, I believe last night or today, early this morning, whatever it came out. Feebas is getting an IR, so there you go. Pretty interesting fish card. Probably nothing too crazy, but the bigger one is obviously Milotic EX is going to be getting an SIR. Obviously, you can tell by the Japanese code down here, SAR. So this will be an SIR in English more than likely. And beautiful artwork. I actually really love this one. Milotic is not the most popular Pokemon, so it's going to be interesting to see where this lands. But yeah, I mean, definitely a beautiful artwork, and it's good to see that the line is getting matching IR, SIR cards. That's pretty cool. And then obviously the bigger one too, we do get the Pikachu EX. So obviously you just have the regular EX card. Then there is going to be a full art secret rare. And then we have the SIR. And I actually don't mind this card. As ridiculous as that sounds, I kind of like it. It's definitely a different take on Pikachu. And, when I've seen the success of the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade, obviously these cards are on different levels. But, just seeing that something kind of funky and out there and colorful can do really well, especially with, a Pokemon like Greninja. It wouldn't surprise me if this Pikachu is worth something. Do I think it's going to reach the level of Greninja? Probably not. But I actually don't mind it. And again, that's just my subjective opinion. So is that going to have any weight on what this card does? No. But, I like the card, and when I invest, at least for me, I need to look at the cards and have confidence in them, because if I don't, again, obviously long term, if you invest in everything, you're going to do fine. But, if I'm trying to pick and choose sometimes what sets I want to go heavier into, like I'm planning to do with Surging Sparks, this card definitely had to be decent for me. So I'm happy with how it's turned out. A couple other ones. Mess Spirit. Miss Spirit is getting an IR card as well. And I like this one as well. I think it's another beautiful artwork. Kind of reminds me of some of the Mew cards. Maybe the one from, I think, Fusion Strike, right? Where it's kind of just floating in the air, backside up or tummy side up. So, really cool artwork there. Don't mind that as well. It's probably going to be worth something. And that's kind of all the releases we got there. But if we look at all the cards now that we're getting, the set is really strong in terms of IR cards, So you have, obviously, the Skarmory, I love, the Miss Spirit, the Latios, the Cast Form, I love as well. I think a lot of those are strong cards. You have some other ones in here that, aren't my favorites, but are still decent cards as well. The one thing I wanted to say about this set that I actually really like, which I think is going to go under the radar, is the full art Pokemon actually seem like they're different and unique in their style. I feel like for a lot of sets, we've got just full art cards that, kind of didn't really have too much going on. They weren't too different from just like the regular cards or the SIR versions or whatever. So, obviously like the Kyurem is a lot different from the Pikachu, which is a lot different from the Latias EX. So on top of that, they are fan favorite Pokemon as well. Pikachu, Latias, Black Kyurem, and then obviously the Flygon as well. And then obviously when we look at full art supporters, the big one is going to be the Licia. She got an SR as well with Altaria in the background. This card, I imagine, will be worth something. And then again, SIRs, you have from Supercharged Breaker, you're going to have the Pikachu EX, you're going to have the Milotic EX, and then, on the other side of things, we have the Latias EX, we have Archaludon EX, and then the Alolan Executor EX. With the Pikachu, the Latias, and then the Milotic as well, I think could be kind of a dark horse and fly under the radar. And then again, we'll have to see with the Archaludon. I've seen a ton of people say that it doesn't really look like an SIR. It kind of feels more just like a regular IR or a full art card. It doesn't really have the pizzazz of what one would be. But, we'll have to wait and see what happens. I don't mind it, but again, it's Archaludon, not my favorite Pokemon. But, with all things considered, and then gold cards, whatever. Who really cares? Gold cards are, it is what it is. And obviously you have some other trainers in here that I didn't really mention, but again, I think I covered like what I believe to be the most important ones. And considering all that, like Licia, 3 or 4 strong SRs as well, a decent trainer card, and then some solid full art Pokemon, and then lots of really good IR cards like the Skarmory, like the Latios, and then like the Castform as well. I think will do decent. So, with all things considered, I think this set is going to be pretty deep. There might actually be a couple more IR cards coming out of Supercharge Breaker. Some can correct me if I'm wrong about that, but we might be getting one or two more. If not, it is what it is. Like this is pretty solid here, and I'm happy with this. I think in terms of supporting casts in Pokemon, this is probably one of the better sets we've gotten in a while. That's just my opinion. But I definitely will be buying a case of this. If you're in Canada, I saw Catch a Card has the pre-order up for 144 Canadian. I haven't seen lower than that, but if you're in Canada and you know a better price, let me know as well so I can hop on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world. And also one more thing, I am going to be changing the audio of this video. So if the audio was a bit better or a bit worse, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm fiddling with some things because I seemingly always get a comment from someone complaining about the audio. So I'm going to be trying my best to, alter some things and make it better. So let me know in the comments how that goes. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe wherever in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.